Pre-broadcast is started. Live. And we welcome you to U.S. Cellular Park, Medford, Oregon, where we're getting ready for Game 2 of the Northwest Championships here at U.S. Cellular Park. It's the 2021 Northwest Championships baseball action as we're watching the class of 2024. This game, it'll be Washington State versus Washington, and we are already underway, so we'll just join them. And there's a little line drive already out to left field, and the opening batter is on base. Give us a second and we'll get this figured out who's who. That was Matthew Henning. Cole Edwards is at the plate right now. And he'll take ball one. Matthew Henning led off. Cole Edwards is batting second. Watch the pitch. And there's another shot that's drilled out to left field. On the mound for Washington State right now is Alec. I'll turn my page over here and I'll have it for you in a moment. Alec Ammerman, I believe it is. Yes, Ammerman. There's ball one. As batting for Washington. Well, I'll pull it up another way. Is Miller. That's out to left field for one away. Up there right now is Noah Sorensen. As very quickly Washington has first and second. Sorensen is from North Kitsap High School. He'll pop that out of play. On the mound is Alec Ammerman. And that's going to be lifted out and taken by the left fielder. And there will be one away. There's ball one. The runners advance on that pitch. So batting right now is Jackson Dooley from Kentwood High School.
Hey, deep breath right after the hitter. Here we go.
There's another ball. So Emmerman finds himself behind in the count. That was way up high. Trying to maybe catch up with who's playing where otherwise. I'm checking my rosters here to see who we got going. So I have Christopher Parkin at third base, and there's a walk. That's going to walk a run in. We had the bases loaded there. The bases are still loaded. And we return. Still -1 camera. So we'll have to just go -1 camera for a little bit. And we just arrived at the pitching change. So we'll take another brief timeout, and we'll be right back. As I go through this pitching change, we'll get it for you when we return, as you're listening to TableRockSports.net.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
We return here to U.S. Cellular Park in Medford, Oregon, and a pitching change for Washington State, as now out on the mound is Jace Hamson from Linwood High School. So Jace Hamson in maybe a little earlier than they would have liked, but he's in. 2 runners on. We'll have to catch everything up here. So pardon us while we do that. There's a shot to short, to second, and that will end the inning. So, we'll take off to the bottom or to the top of the fourth, as we are seeing now the score is Washington State 2, Washington nothing. As we listen to and watch the 2021 Northwest Baseball Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So we return to U.S. Cellular Park. And as we're going to head to the top of the fourth inning. And we're going to add a run for Washington State. There's a thought that maybe they scored a run while we were off doing technical stuff, so we'll say it's 3-0. And if we're wrong, we'll apologize, as our computer is not enjoying the northwest heat. It's only supposed to get up to about 106 out here today. Cool weather compared to what we get tomorrow. There's a long shot that's going to get down out there in the gap, going for two. And yes, and in there is Karsten Swim from Glacier Peak High School with a leadoff double. Andrew Raymond from Mount Spokane is your next batter. There's a foul tip. Oh and 1. The 0-1 pitch. Catcher lets it get by him. And moving over to third. Is Swim. There's a swing and a foul. As Caden Fahey is out on the mound now for Washington. From West Seattle High School. There's a swing and a miss. And that'll be strike 3. So 1 away. Tyler Jones steps in and takes strike 1 from Woodinville High School, is where Tyler Jones plays his high school baseball. There's a grounder right back to the pitcher. Turn, fire to first. That'll hold the runner. There's 2 down. Oh, the other way around? Oh. Well, we'll fix our score. I guess the parents are going to say that got the score going the wrong way. There's a strike. There we go. Now we got the camera back sorted. We'll get it angled in and thank you. That pitch is down low to Hamson. There's ball 4. There's ball 1. Standing in there is Davis Downer from O'Day High School. There's a steal down to second. Jace Hamson moving himself over to second base. Three 1. There's a strike. Now we go to full count. There's a grounder out to the second baseman, and that'll be the final out of the inning. So, guess we got our score going the right way here. It's now Washington State 3, Washington nothing. As we are listening to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Seen a new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Park. As your intrepid announcer tries to catch up with everything. Good grief. I had a few technical problems here, and I think we're going to win. But challenge will be a challenge the rest of the day with the hot weather we got. But 3-0 Washington out on top of Washington State as we head to the top of 4 as we have it. And we're really hoping we didn't fall behind on that, but we've been trying to keep track, but fighting is just a bit of an issue. These players here that we're looking at are ready to graduate in a couple of years. It'll be interesting to see who they end up getting recruited by, or where they might end up going. Washington has quite a contingent of players here, as does Oregon, since they're kind of the two states that are the closest. And a lot of Washington teams. There's a Washington Southwest, there's a Washington Metro, and a Washington East, and so. And again, as we've stated here, that they're not necessarily geographically placed. So that's not the point. The point is put them on a team so that everybody has kind of the same team. Batting right now for Washington is Joseph Schulman from Wenatchee High School over on the east part of the state. I'm not sure how I'm going to convince my papers to cooperate with me. There's ball 4. So that'll be a leadoff walk. Batting right now for Washington is Braden Fridgen. There's a throw down to first, and it's on a hop and back in there safely is Schulman. And there's a shot. It's got to get out into center field. And that'll advance everybody a base. Batting for Washington is what I believe is the last name of Cunningham. Didn't show up on anybody's roster unless we're on the wrong roster, but so far we've been okay today. Check my coach's roster. Everybody advances 30 feet on that pitch. So Cunningham is, best I can tell you, at the plate. And he lashes one out there that goes right back to the pitcher. Now they're playing a little get and go here. Now they're going to go home. They got him at the plate. And one advances over to third base. So they get 2 outs out of that to State. Washington doesn't get a run. I've got there's a good shot into center field. That'll score a run. Put another base runner on. Matthew Henning batting for Washington. A little bouncer right back to the pitcher is going to end the inning. So, if we have it right, we are now headed towards the top of the 5th inning. We've lost a little bit here when we had some little difficulties, but as we do, it's Washington 3, Washington State 1 as you listen to the Northwest Championship on TableRockSports.net.
Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
A return to U.S. Cellular Park, Medford, Oregon, for the 2021 Northwest Championships. As you listen to this on TableRockSports.net, we're headed to what I'm declaring the top of the 5th inning. I think I gave the wrong score again, didn't I? I think, actually, I should have the score over here, because Washington State is now coming to bat. We are slightly discombobulated on this game. As I say, we've had some technical difficulties, and our attention has been diverted from baseball for a little while. And we have no scoreboard to help us out.
Shade us off a little bit.
Ethan Hogan is batting. That's a good catch out there in left field. This is Emerson Fleck at the plate. He's from Meade High School in Washington. That's up in the Spokane area. Both of these teams today are being coached by coaches from the Medford Rogues, which is a wood bat only league down here for college players. It'll be interesting for them to take a look at some of these athletes. There's a walk. There's a one past the third baseman, knocked down. Doesn't get out of the infield, but still go as a hit. That's first and second for Washington State. Christopher Parkin with that hit. He stands over at first base. Emerson Fleck is at second, and at the plate, Adam Height. He'll take strike one. There's a strike. That's going to get everybody 90 feet as the ball gets past the catcher. That's down low. The catcher keeps it right there, though. Hop to short. Nobody will advance. There's 2 down. And a swing and a miss by Davis Downer from O'Day High School in the Seattle area. Another swing and a miss. See if Washington can get out of this. 2 down. Strike 3. They got out of it. That'll end that half of the inning. So we'll take a quick break here. I'll tell you the score is 4-0. Washington over Washington State. And you're listening to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
And we return to U.S. Cellular Park in Medford, Oregon. 4-0 lead for Washington. Day 1 of a 4-day tournament for these athletes out here as they show off their baseball skills to the college scouts and the pro scouts and showcasing what they can do. We thank each of you for joining us here on TableRockSports.net. Washington will be coming to the plate here. And I told you it's hot in Medford, where we're at down in southern Oregon. Maybe not as hot as some of you are used to, but it's pretty warm down here where we're at about or will be before the day is over, at about 100 and some degrees. This is what we have weather apps for on our phone, isn't it? So we can pull up the weather and see how hot it really is and see if we're justified in sweating. Here's a Washington up to bat, and leading it off for them is Cole Edwards, who sends a grounder to third, fire over to first, and there's one away. Right now it's 88 in Medford, on our way to a very balmy 102. It's a little better than what they were forecasting on Monday. I'll tell you that. We'll take 102. Not that really that cool, but we'll take it. Here's Ryan Moore. No, not Ryan Moore. Excuse me. Kai Miller from North Creek High School at the plate. Meanwhile, pitching is still as Jace Hamson for State. That one is down low, but managed to keep it in front of the home plate. There's a pop-up, but it's going to go out of play. If you're trying to score at home, some of these teams have what they call extra hitters. So they have 12 position players, and they're batting all 12 of them before you start over again at the top of the rotation. So this isn't your typical way of doing baseball, but that's what they're doing here. There's strike 3 and 1 away. But that's what they're doing, so everybody has a chance to play and showcase their talents. Quite a bit of substitution going on also. They might play two innings at one position, a couple innings at another, and 3 innings at a third position. Standing in there right now is Noah Sorensen from North Kitsap High School. There's a swing and a miss. And that's why you don't hear us talking about what they did at their last bat and how everybody's doing, and all this is really not keeping track of all that for this tournament. That one's down low. You may hear the coaches once in a while. They're right there in front of us. Let me clear this off so you can actually see what's going on. My apologies. There's strike 3 again, and that'll end the inning. We're acting like maybe not so much. So we move along here. It's still Washington 4, State nothing, as we head to the 6th inning. As you listen to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep Dodge, and of course, Ram Trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Well, we're back at U.S. Cellular Park, Medford, Oregon. This is the 2021 Northwest Championships, as we're watching Washington and Washington State go at it. Washington State will be coming up to bat here to start off the 6th inning. Leading it off, I have to get a number here. Hold on. Sideways. Leading it off for Washington State is going to be Easton O'Neill from West Valley High School. That's over in Yakima. If you're trying to figure out how I know some of this stuff, it's because I lived in Washington for 19 years. Well, no. Lived in Washington longer than that, but I did a bunch of sports broadcasting when I was up in that area, living up there. So all these high schools are fairly familiar to me. Had to keep track of a lot of them. So O'Neill, batting left-handed, leads it off. And there's ball one. There's ball two. Nope, strike. Pardon me, got ahead of the umpire. Braden Phrygian on the mound. There's a foul back to the screen. We'll go 1-2. There's a swing and a miss, and there's one away. I apologize. I'm not paying much attention, apparently, to my screen. I need to pay more attention here. Batting for Washington State right now is Jace Halverson from Cascade High School. There's a dribbler out the, well, think about the third baseman. Safe! The throw was late. There's a throw over. That's inside. Strike, the umpire says. 2-1. If I read these fingers correctly from our vantage point. That's going to get by the catcher, and that'll move the runner down to second base. Halverson down at second. There's a walk. So Halverson's out at second base. Sweem is out at first base. And at the plate is the left-handed batting Andrew Raymond from Mount Spokane High School. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1. Has a foul back. So another opportunity for Washington State to get themselves on the board. Had a few chances. That's going to get down. That'll score nobody. Going to get everybody just one run or one base. Leaving the bases loaded. That brings up Tyler Jones from Woodinville High School on the west side of the state near Seattle. And that goes all the way to the backstop. Is it going to score? Halverson's safe. Everybody else advances 90 feet. That'll bring out the coach. Let's see what we get here. So our next broadcast is going to come here pretty quick. As soon as this game is over, about 30 minutes afterwards, we'll be on our way to the next ball game. Popped up, second base. Got it. That's two down. Another block by the catcher. The pitcher's way down, or the pitch is way down low. AstroTurf Field, in case you're wondering what they're playing on. There's a strike. 1-1. There's nothing, no natural grass. The dirt's not natural or anything. It's all Astro all the way around. There's a pitch that's sent out to going to be caught by the left fielder, and that'll do it. So we'll go on now to the next one as we head now to the bottom of the sixth inning. Washington 4, Washington State 1. As you listen to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Seen a new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
Back here at U.S. Cellular Park in Medford, Oregon. That's a 4-1 game. Washington out on top of Washington State. The next game here for the 2024 class will be, as soon as I get my schedule popped up, at about 2 o'clock, it'll be Oregon Metro. Nope, I'm on the wrong page. It will not be. It'll be at 2 o'clock, but it'll be Utah taking on Oregon. So that'll be a a fun time. I'll be the last game for the 2024 class, but there will be other games going on all night here, practically. I think the last game starts at like about 7 o'clock. Leading it off is Jackson Dulay from Kentwood High School. Let's get rid of things here so we can see what all we're doing. Swing and a miss. And on the mound for Washington State is Hamson. He's been out there for a little bit. There's the short. Fire to first, and there's one away. Taking strike one is Caden Fay from West Seattle High School. Now we have a they want I see what they want. Want somebody to protect the bullpen. So Fay steps back in after that. They'll swing and miss. That one to the ball. That one misses badly, but Fay had to duck out of the way of that one. Coach helping the umpire out with the counts. 2-2, he keeps telling him. 2-2. There's a fly ball out to center field. It's tracked down. That'll be the second out. Tracking that one down was Emerson Fleck. Now batting. Pop up to third. Got it. And that will end the inning. So we'll come back. What we believe is going to be the seventh inning, as Washington leads Washington State in this one by a count of 4-1. As you listen to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge. Whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
And welcome back to U.S. Cellular Park, Medford, Oregon, where Washington leads Washington State 4-1 as we get ready to go to the 7th inning. Nathan Woodside, batting left-handed, will lead it off from Woodinville High School. And out on the mound is Hamson. And there's strike one. Hamson trying to close this one out. Swing and a miss, and they're going to tag him out. Oh, they'll just throw it down to first. There's your strikeout throw-out play. One away. That goes all the way into center field. And there's one on. A 1-0 pitch coming. Check swing by Emerson Fleck. Umpire didn't give him the check swing. 1-1. Strike. 1-2. That one misses. 2-2. Popped up. Catcher out to get it. No. Foul ball. So we'll set up again. and missed. Luke. Oh, not Luke Shaney. It's Emerson Fleck still up there, and he's going to get the walk. That'll make first and second for State. Standing at second base is Hogan. That'll bring out the coach. And we'll see what the coach is thinking. It's going to be a pitching change. So while they do that, we'll take a quick time out here. You're listening to the 2021 championships on TableRockSports.net. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Park, Medford, Oregon. It's a 4-1 ball game. Washington leading Washington State. But Washington State has 2 on. And Parkin at the plate. And strike 1. Parkin from Columbia River High School. There's a foul ball. Columbia River High School would be down in Southwest Oregon. Or Washington, excuse me. Southwest Washington. There's a shot. It's going to go right to the shortstop. He'll step on the first, or the bag, on second. And they got the double play. And the inning is over. And we'll find out if I'm right about that's the end of the game, because it should be the end of the game. And will not be the end of the game. We're off by 1 inning. Well, we'll be back for the rest of it anyway, because that's what we do. So we'll be back right after this as you're listening to the 2021 Northwest Championships on TableRockSports.net.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
And we're back here at U.S. Cellular Park. Kind of a funny situation. Everybody thought the game was over, but apparently it's not. We have to be in the bottom of the 6th, apparently. My cameraman noted even the umpires thought maybe this one was already over there, ready to go home too. But nope, we're all a little too early. A little more time. On the mound pitching for Washington State will be Ethan Hogan from Monroe High School. Monroe just north of Seattle. Leading it off will be Andy Strathy from O'Day High School. Strathy, I believe they told me to pronounce that. Strathy from O'Day High School in the Seattle area. O'Day High School up in the Seattle area is probably a little more known for football than for baseball. There's a pop-up. Nobody's gonna get to it? Nope. I'll run out of room. Batting now is still Strathy because they didn't catch his foul ball. There's the one that's lifted out. They're going to be caught by the second baseman. Take it on the run. There's one away. That'll bring up Joseph Schulman from Wenatchee High School. Sends the first one to the backstop. There's a swing and a miss. So he'll be in the hole, 0-2. That was down low. Foul. And bounces all the way to the backstop. Back 3. There's 2 out. So Hogan needs to get another out here. As he faces off against Braden Fridgen. Right back to the pitcher. That's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Washington State. So I hesitate to tell you what inning we're moving to, but we're moving to one of them. There's still Washington 4, Washington State 1, as you listen to the 2021 Northwest Championships on Table Rock Sports.
You're a coach or plan to be a coach. What kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Park. It's a 4-1 ball game as Washington leads Washington State in the first pitch. There's a ball. On the mound right now is Cole Edwards, and batting is Adam Height. There's a slap into right field, but foul. Edwards steps on and off. Now back on. There's a foul ball. Oh, line drive right to the third baseman. That brings up Davis Downer. A swing and miss at the first pitch. There's a shot to center field. No, can't quite come up with it. Downer will be on at first. Trying to come up with that one was Cunningham, but just short of being able to get there. Easton O'Neill from West Valley High School. Said originally that one was near Yakima. There is a West Valley in the Yakima area. There's also one up in Spokane, so I shouldn't tell you it's necessarily from the one in Yakima. It could be from the one in Spokane. Shouldn't assume that the Yakima area is the only one with a West Valley. There's a pop up to the third baseman. Foul territory. Yes. That'll be 2 down. And Jace Halverson is up there for Washington State. That one goes all the way to the backstop on a foul tip. There's a throw down to second, and in. Safe is Downer. Downer's grimacing a little bit out there. He's back now, taking his lead. Halverson looks at the pitch down low. There's a slap to right field, but that is only going to be caught, and that will retire the side. And I'm still not sure that that's the end of the game. And that will be officially the end of the game. So, let me clear that off. That looks very bad. So we're at the end of the game. We'll make it a final. And that's a 4-1 win for Washington over Washington State. We'll be back in about 30 minutes with the next game, as you've been listening to the 2021 Northwest Championships from Medford, Oregon on TableRockSports.net.